What's up, ladies? My name is Patricia and I'm known as God's Design here on YouTube. Welcome to my channel. I am so excited to come to you guys today. Today, I've come to you guys with finally a wedding planning video. You guys have been asking, and I've been really excited to share with you guys some of the things that are happening behind the scenes with me as I prepare for my very soon, approaching wedding. And so today I'm sharing with you 5 things that have helped me stay organized as I am planning my own wedding. So the first thing is my binder. If I could choose one thing that you guys should do first, that is go ahead and start your binder. I bought this one because it kind of went with the theme of my wedding, and but it could be just a regular plain white or black, traditional school binder. But why not have like a little fun with it and make it a little bit different? I got mine from Amazon. If you guys are interested in this one in particular, I will leave a link down below for you guys. And then the lettering that is on this binder is from Michaels. The letters were left over from when I did my vision board. If you guys are interested in vision boards and stuff like that, I'll also leave a link for you guys for that. So these letters were left over and I was like, oh, this is perfect. So I went ahead and stick them on there. I don't know if you guys can see. It says Patricia and Joshua, which is my fiance's name. So I won't get too much into detail into the contents of the binder, but I do have physical copies of all the contracts that I signed, the menu from our caterer. I do have some design ideas in here as well. I also have a copy of the checks that I have sent out, y'all, and some other random things. I have a folder in the back of mine right here, and in there I have a mock list of the order for the processional and things like that, random things like that in the folder that I couldn't really find a place for in the tabs. The design ideas I have in here are literally cutouts from magazines. So as you're going through and seeing, getting ideas from magazines and things like that, go ahead and cut it out and then put it in your book. I have some cake ideas in here, and I also even have some printouts from Instagram. There's an Instagram printout and stuff like that. So yes, number 1, wedding binder. The second thing is utilizing a master checklist. This is so helpful, especially for me. I'm a big list person anyway. Even if you're not, it's an awesome way to stay organized. The 2 that I have here, this one is from Loverly, and it's in the front of my wedding binder, which you can do, especially if you like physical lists that you can like actually check off, so you can see how much you still have left to do. Keep this as updated as possible. It'll keep you on track so that you know that you're doing things in a timely fashion. This one breaks it down by the months. At 12 months, get inspired, start saving, discuss budget, decide on when and where you want to get married, research venues, costs and availability, draft a guest list, finalize budget. These are things that you should be doing at 12 months. And then it has 10 to 11, 8 to 9, 6 to 7, 4 to 5, 3, 2, and then beyond. This one is kind of repetitive, so it's not my favorite. I actually prefer the one from Zola.com, and that's the one that I actually keep updated. I host my website, my wedding website on Zola, so it makes it very easy. I can go check my RSVPs. I can check in with the site if I want to make any changes or adjustments, and at the same time I can go in and do my checklist. So it's a great one-stop shop for all things wedding. For the most part, I'm very happy with my experience on Zola. So I like that I can do several things in one space, and I really like their checklist, and it does, I think there's not much overlap. I like that. And even in their checklist, they give you ideas, like maybe things you didn't even think about doing. So I really like that about Zola. So yes, number 2, keep a master checklist. Number 3, utilize Google Docs. I specifically use Google Sheets for our wedding prep. What I like about it is you and your partner can have access to the document and make adjustments to it. You can leave little comments and little notes to each other just to keep each other updated with what's going on. I can't remember whether I have 4 or 5 sheets on there. I have one for our guest list and one for all the honeymoon ideas, one for the budget, which is a very important one. On the budget tab, what we did is, and we could talk about money specifically if you guys are interested. Anything you guys are interested in me talking about, let me know down below. I'm going to be very open and transparent with you guys because I think this process, a lot of people are very hush hush when it comes to their wedding, but I want to be able to help people through this process. So let me know what you guys want, to talk about. But in terms of budget, what we did is we set up a budget for each individual thing. Like, this is how much you want to spend on photography, this is how much you want to spend on videography, this is how much you want to spend on food, and broke it down like that, and it equaled a certain number. And then next to it, we put exactly how much we were quoted for based on the vendors that we actually found. So kind of comparing, did we spend less than we intended to, more than we intended to? And then we also broke it down separately on like once we did the first payment and then the second payment. So how much we paid next to how much we have left to pay. And then at the bottom of that column is the total number of what the wedding is going to cost us and how much we've paid so far. How much we've paid so far versus what we have left to pay. And it just helps to keep the numbers at eyesight so you can, again, stay organized. So that's the budget form. And then on the honeymoon form, my fiance planned the whole honeymoon and took care of the whole honeymoon. So that was great because I wasn't blind to the process. He did a list of different packages and things like that he was thinking about, and then would have me go look. He put the links in there, so I click the link and look at it and stuff like that. So it's a really great way of keeping organized, so that both of you guys are involved in the process. Number 4 is utilizing a calendar. A calendar is so important. There are a lot of appointments involved in the process, and if you have someone in your life like I do who wants to be involved in it, using a calendar is so important. Even if the guys don't want to come, but they may want to know, when the appointments are, so that even afterwards they can say, hey, how did the cake tasting go? What did you like? What did you not like? So it keeps them involved in a different way. And so you want to keep your partner and also yourself in check so that you don't forget that you had an appointment on a certain day. And so what we were using in the beginning is Google Calendar, which I think is really nice, and it has a good, I have my qualms about Google Calendar, but I think it was really good for appointments. We have graduated to a different app, which is called Cozy, and we use that, and we find that better for everyday life. Like when I'm working, when he's working, when I have my different appointments, whether it be hair, nails, or hanging out with friends, or like this past weekend, my friend came in town to spend the weekend, so he knew that she was here. That might be a little MIA, stuff like that. I think it's a very good family app. I think that's it. It really caters to families in general, but I just like the interface so much better. I do feel like Google Calendar is a little busy in my opinion, so I really like the Cozy app. But if you guys have any suggestions for shared calendars that are not busy, that are not work, like geared toward the professional, but maybe towards families or couples, let me know down below. I like Cozy, but it does have like a lot of upgrades in it that you have to pay for and stuff like that. But the free version I think is nice. It's very basic, works for me. But if you guys use something else with your spouses, let me know down below. But I think it's great so that you can send reminders to your spouse and it'll come to their phone like, hey, tomorrow is the cake tasting. Tomorrow we're going to visit the venue. Tomorrow we're going to pick linens. Tomorrow we're sitting with the caterer. And the last thing is keeping electronic copies of all your contracts in a folder on your computer or on like a flash drive or something like that. All of my receipts from all my payments, because most of them I made them online. For those of you guys who are more tech savvy, I think this works better maybe than having the binder. I really like the binder idea, but I actually appreciate having both, especially with electronic receipts. The biggest help that this has been is in the payment realm for me, because you make so many, guys, weddings are so expensive. Okay, when I tell you this wedding has sucked me dry, and no one is paying for this wedding for me. It is sucked me dry. And so you make so many payments, the money just starts to go, and you forget how much you gave to so and so, whatever. You get the receipts in your email, whether it be for PayPal or a receipt that whatever platform that particular vendor uses sends you a receipt to your email. Download the receipt and stick it right in that folder. That way you know who you paid what. And then what I usually do is I take that number and add it to the payments made on my Google Doc sheet, and that keeps that updated so I know how much I have left to pay. So yeah, guys, those are all my tips on staying organized during the wedding process. If you guys have any tips of your own, let us know down in the comment section, or if you guys have any suggestions on things that you want to see during let's call it a series, this wedding planning series, then let me know down below. I love you guys so much. I hope you guys are well and in good spirits whenever this video meets you, and I hope to see you guys soon, very soon, in another one. And as always, God bless.